Damas y caballeros, welcome to En Mis Tiempos. I'm one of your hosts, George, and hats are just small apartments for your head. I'm here today with Alfredo and Adrian. How y'all doing, guys?
At least you didn't screw it up this time. That was actually decent.
Yeah. I know, but it was dead silent. Like, no one laughed except you.
I'm sorry, I laughed at my own jokes.
I know, I was wondering, like, what's going on?
This week's guest, Brittany, welcome to the podcast. How are you?
Hey, guys, I'm good.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Honestly, like, when I first walked in here, I was like, this is so cool. And I just can't stop looking at everything around me. Including you guys. Just looking at you guys are so cool.
Stop. I mean, I wish the YouTube comments would say that, though. Or TikTok videos también. I wish it would say something like that. Like,
what, something
nice.
So cool?
You guys are so cool.
Yeah.
Well, my following is going to say that. So.
There we go. We're going to make it happen. Nice. So here, I'm going to tell you the reason you ended up on this podcast. You were like, I think it was episode 10. I thought it was a lot earlier. I actually listened to a lot of the earlier episodes trying to find the one where George screwed up your name.
I'm so sorry.
What name did
Several
you call
times?
me?
Oh, we're going to listen to it.
No, it wasn't your name.
Oh, you found it?
Oh, yeah. We're going to listen to it.
Oh, God. Look, I'm sorry. My girlfriend, Priscilla, is she?
Hey, it's here. It's all here.
You don't have to blame anybody for it.
Listen.
I went to... So there's this girl that... apparently, this is her backstory, just real quick. She used to work at Starbucks, and people would ask her for the secret menu, and she started making up secret menu all by herself. Like, she was like, "Oh, you know what? I'll just make this." So she started making her own menu to the point where she has her own like drinks and stuff that a lot of people like. So then she made her own business, and now she sells it coffee from her house or from porch. And my girlfriend Priscilla, she was like, "Oh, let's go over here." I was like, I didn't know anything about it. We drove there, and it was like she had two benches in front.
Okay.
The story short, coffee was great, and it was really cool because it was her family. Her parents were there too, and her mom was making like little panqueques. Little tiny pancakes. Delicious.
Panqueques. Hold on, this is the best part.
She does this like every day?
She does it Saturday and Sundays, and I believe she opens up at 8 or something like that. And it's really cool.
Oh, God.
It's called Chao Cerro.
Oh my God! Okay, you guys are not that cool. You guys are canceled.
That was him.
No, that's George.
That was all George.
Okay,
That was all him.
Okay, George
All
is
zeros, throw your hate in that
no,
direction.
okay. So I'll tell you
George
something. A lot of people always kind of mispronounce it. So I always have people say Cafe Cyro, Cafe Kaido.
Yeah, but at least they get close.
Yeah, yeah. What did you say? It was
At least they get
Chavela or something.
At least they get the cafe part right.
Cafe part right.
Which is
yeah.
what
I don't know
she
why I
does.
missed the whole cafe part.
Yeah.
We actually, the following episode, we had to issue an apology.
I didn't
Correct the
hear
name
that.
and
Okay.
everything. Yeah.
Okay. I
We
didn't hear
fixed
that.
it. We fixed it. If you want to hear it, I got that too.
We shouldn't have mentioned all of this.
My
My supporters are not going to be happy. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, cafecito.
Listen.
Yes, cafecito. Yes.
I know. I remember what the mistake was.
All right, go ahead. I'll let you correct it.
It was pretty bad. So I did mess up last week. I talked about a little coffee shop that
Does it exist?
that does not exist because I named it wrong. And
Hold on, let me take this. We got an email from a concerned listener.
From a concerned listener.
It says, guys, we need to get George a notebook where he can write things down. The new up and coming coffee shop is called Cafe Ciro. Not what did you say?
Chao
Cerro or something like that?
No, it's a Cafe Chao.
No, Chao Cerro.
You didn't even say cafe.
It's called Cafe Ciro. It's
I went on to
So
all
sweet.
that other stuff.
Man, I'm embarrassed.
No, but you know
As
what?
you should be.
It feels cool, like to hear what how other people describe you or how other people talk about you. Like I feel like people, obviously, like people tag us on social media, right? And for you guys who are just now listening, I am Brittany. I'm the founder of Cafecito, and this was founded back in September of 2022. And yeah, it was founded in like my front yard, and I did work at Starbucks, but honestly, like all of this already was part of like what I loved doing before I worked at Starbucks. So when I got my residency, when I received my residency, when I became a resident, I applied to Starbucks the next day, literally.
The very next day.
Yeah, the very next day, because I was like, okay, now I have a social, so now I can apply. So I got, I applied, and then like the following week, I think, it's when I had my interview. And so I got, hired on the spot and stuff. So I honestly, a lot of people probably think that I worked at Starbucks and then just kind of like took some of their ideas. But honestly, no, I was already making coffee before that.
Before that.
Yes,
Okay.
which is not, obviously, if you don't know me, like it's not common for you to know this. But I guess kind of like to clear my name in a little bit. So yeah, I used to already make coffees at home, but I wasn't selling them. It was just like
You just make it for like family
I was just
or
making it.
something like that.
And then when COVID happened, I was making live stream videos through TikTok, and yeah, it's crazy. But I don't want to talk about that TikTok page because it got banned.
Oh, you got banned?
Yes,
What did you do?
and I had like almost 100,000 followers. But
What the holy shit?
yeah, it got banned.
What did you do to get?
I
Can we
don't,
talk about that?
Honestly, I think it was when I would go live, people would just like say stuff like just random, like people would go
Yeah.
on there and say like, oh, do you come with the coffee and stuff like that. I don't know. It was like weird. And so it was getting a lot of like reports on the comments, and it just got banned. I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Let's not make that mistake.
Yeah.
So
That's really what
George
we
go
want to
live.
know.
Yeah.
We should let me go live
I'm
one
gonna
day,
change
though.
the passwords. to
No,
all the
but
passwords.
honestly, it's cool to go live because you get a lot of views from people. Like it's just random. People
Yeah?
just can watch you. Yeah,
Was
it's not
it-
like an Instagram. Well, you know how Instagram they have to follow you in order to watch your lives. On
You could just
TikTok,
jump
they
on.
just you could be on TikTok and just somebody random can be live, and then it just
Please,
shows
can,
up
you,
on your
can we
page.
go live on TikTok right now, please? Can you just
Yeah.
plug your phone up?
At first, was it
Let me just.
was it weird to you for people to be watching, or did you just like
No,
doing it
so
live for
yeah, I've
people
already
to watch?
yeah, I would already. It's just I guess like a little backstory about me. I've been doing like social media for a while now.
Yeah.
So when I became a mom, I did a lot of like motherhood stuff, and like I would post motherhood stuff. I did motherhood stuff, and I would post motherhood stuff. And so I became like a mom influencer, and then so from there I started growing a community, and then I started leaning more towards like food and restaurants, and that's when like TikTok was trending. So I would post like a lot of food places I would go eat at, and then so I started working with a lot of restaurants here in Dallas doing that. And then, obviously COVID happened, so we're all at home and all of that stopped. And I found myself just making like coffees at home, like experimenting, I guess, with like different flavors and stuff.
What got you into coffee?
Well, I've always loved coffee, I guess, since I was a little kid, like being with my grandparents. So Cafecito, actually Cito is my grandpa's name. So it's like Cafecito. And so growing up, my grandparents would like, always make coffee, like Café de olla and stuff. So it's nothing like too fancy. But they used to always
Yeah,
like,
I love café.
yeah, nos premiaban con eso. They'd be like, oh, si hacen la basura, or like, so if you guys clean up, ya can have coffee. And like, that made me and my sister feel like we were grown up. So like, we loved
having
doing that.
coffee?
Yeah. Because we were I was only like 8 or like 7 or 8. And
I grew up having coffee with my grandma too. I think it's
Yeah.
like a Mexican rite of passage or something. If you grew up with your Mexican grandparents, before
Yeah.
school every day, me and my mom would go over to grandma's house and have coffee, and then I'd go to school.
I think my grandma gave me Coke.
wait.
Coca-Cola. Sorry.
That's why he was always really hyper at school.
I like your honesty.
in the morning.
I don't. We're in the
or
afternoon
you
or
just
something
remember.
like yeah.
That's your-
like
okay.
instead of coffee or whatnot, she'd be like, "Hey, let's get a Coke," because she would get a Coke too. And so I was like, "Yeah, no, okay, that's nice." I apologize because now that I learned that it's
No,
'cause
it's
your
fine.
grandpa is like
Looking at
I said that when we when we corrected it.
Yeah.
we said that it's named after your grandpa and all that stuff. We
Yeah.
gave all your social media stuff out of school.
Oh, cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So actually, we got you all your followers.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you. I
not really because
appreciate
we
that.
don't have any, but
Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the followers.
I was the first time I actually whenever we went, I think you stopped doing it at
my
the front
house.
at your house, right?
It started getting very like, I guess like very popular.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is
Way
getting
to
out
be
of
humble.
control. Well, no. I'm just saying like, we
That was too
we
much.
were
Too
having
much
a
for
lot
your
of random
house.
people come
Yeah.
into the houses. I mean, a lot of the people now, like ever since, we would sell from the house, now they follow us wherever we go. So they've become more like our like our usual customers,
Regulars.
like regulars, yeah. And some of them have actually become really good friends of like our family. So
Oh, really?
yeah. So it's like they're neighbors and stuff, But it was just getting out of control. So we're like, okay, the parking. Our neighbors were kind of like, hey, what's going on? And so
I mean, I would be like, okay, look, let them park. I'll
Can I
give
get
you
a-
some free
yeah,
coffee
can
or
I get some
something.
coffee?
So paqueques. No,
Yeah.
whenever my girlfriend was like, oh, you know what? Go to this coffee place with me. I was like, sure. I was like, where is it? It was like, it's Pleasant Grove. I was like, okay. So we're driving, and then she turns into a neighborhood. I'm like, where are we going?
you do know we're in Pleasant Grove, right?
Like, are you
you
taking a shortcut or something? No,
Yeah.
luego llegamos, and then I saw the like I told you, it's the benches and
benches.
everything.
Oh.
It was so nice. Walking up. So your parents, the pancake business is theirs, right?
So it's a whole business. So it's
Okay.
cafecito. We do coffee, chilaquiles now, flautas, and mini pancakes. Yeah.
Flautas? I didn't see
I did
flautas.
see the
Yeah, we do the
flautas last
flautas.
time.
Yeah.
I've only seen the video.
Well, they're tacos
the
dorados,
videos.
but everybody just kind of refers to them as flautas. So my dad was just like, they're flautas. Whatever's gonna sell for you.
Whatever sells,
Yeah. So, and then so it's like cafecito, and then cafecito owns coffee, and then it's like cafecito's up here, and then it's like cafecito coffee, cafecito food.
Some little branches.
And then now it's like, and then it's gonna be cafecito merch.
oh yeah, I saw the merch
Yeah.
yesterday.
There you go.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like,
Well,
that's
that was a
actually really nice
misprint. That was a misprint. So I didn't want to really launch it because it was like
Oh.
a misprint because the logo was supposed okay, so the shirt was supposed to be white and then all the letters was supposed to be black so you could see our logo nicely. But
Oh, okay, yeah.
they did it the wrong way. So now like
backwards.
our logo looked weird. So
It looks a little bit backwards, yeah.
So, yeah. So my husband was like, let's just sell these in Halloween. Like, I was just like, oh.
Halloween.
Yeah, I was like, that's a long
Give 'em
time
away.
from now.
Hey,
yeah,
when
I'm
you're like
yeah, that's true.
Starbucks famous, those misprints will be worth a lot of money because
Oh yeah, can we have some?
like trading cards. And there's a
Like
misprint,
a
it's
trading
worth
card.
money.
No, I see what you mean. I mean, it's
Like the
print.
rare ones that nobody has.
Yeah.
I loved it cuando we walked up and then Priscilla went to go get the coffee. I was like, look, you go get that. I want some of those pancakes.
Oh yeah.
So man, and then I think it was your mom. She
Yeah.
gave us a little package. She's like, ¿quieres con todo? I was like, oh yes, please.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
No, but
yeah.
it's strawberry chocolate. Y luego, I forgot
Yeah,
what else.
she could put whatever you want on them.
That was so delicious.
We all came out to your Bishop Arts pop up here a couple of weeks ago when it was raining.
did
It was
ya?
really cold. Oh wait, no, it was just me because these assholes didn't show up.
He told me he wasn't going, and so I canceled my plans altogether.
Look,
So
It was.
We're gonna go to bed. We're not
So
gonna go back.
did we get to serve you guys or?
You got to serve me, yeah, me and my daughter and my
Okay.
wife, yeah.
Oh, okay,
It was cool.
nice.
It was
Well,
a
you should
terrible
have
day, though.
introduced yourself.
I wanted to, but y'all were busy.
Really?
It was freaking pouring rain, and they still had a line.
It was cold.
Yeah.
It was cold.
and it was cold.
Yeah, it was
windy
cold
and
and
rainy.
Yeah.
And like
You know
nobody
what?
else had any business, and they had a freaking line. It was nuts.
It's crazy. The other day, stop. The other day, I cried whenever we had a pop up in Lower Greenville because it just brought me memories back of like when I used to work at Starbucks and like the pressure, the entitlement of the customers, and like.
I worked at Starbucks too, and I know all.
Yeah. I used to cry when I used to work at Starbucks.
bad.
I would go to the restroom and I'd call my husband. I'd be like, I want to leave. And then he'd be like, just stay there. Like, it's all going to be worth it at the end. Because honestly, like why, I don't think I finished mentioning, but the reason why I wanted to work at Starbucks was to get like more of an idea of how to run a coffee shop. So when I worked there, I, kind of got an idea of like, okay, everybody has to have something to do, so it just kind of gives you a better aspect also of like who you're serving and like what you're serving and why you're serving that.
Oh,
Does that
makes
make sense?
That makes sense.
I feel like it didn't.
I mean, to a certain extent, yeah, it did make sense.
And then
Makes
I
sense.
wanted to be faster too. So I was like, okay, I need to learn how to like work these machines and like how to do commercial stuff and all that stuff.
And then at the end, at home,
I just
you were
kinda
running
went in
everything
there,
by yourself,
yeah.
or you have other people. You have them.
Well, now I do. So now I have, my husband was one of the first ones to kind of join in. And then after that was my mom, my dad, and then my brother. My sister kind of comes here and there. And then we have my sister-in-laws and my nephews, my niece.
Okay,
I mean, I've looked up your schedule once a week, and you're every day.
Yeah, every
it
day.
is right.
Yeah. On Mondays are my days off. So Mondays
why
are
we're
my
here
days
today.
off. Yeah, that's why we're here today, yes.
Y'all were just in the ski.
So usually like Mondays I would try to get everything in. So I would be like, I'll have a wisdom tooth in the morning, and then I'll have a podcast at night.
That was the tooth.
Yes, I have everything done today.
She just had her wisdom tooth pulled this morning, and she's here today. I've heard people that have their wisdom tooth pulled, and then they're out for a week. Is that what you said, Luis?
Yeah, I was out for a week. My face looked like it got hit by an 18-wheeler.
Oh my goodness.
Are you?
I might send you the picture so you can.
Does it hurt or like? Wait, don't you? They numb you, right?
Yeah, never had that done, so I don't know.
I don't remember how if it hurt like all day, but
Well, it doesn't hurt right now, but also they did give me
Must
really
be the
bad.
alcohol.
Well,
I'm kidding.
I was like, wait. No, I mean, but they did give me like pretty like strong prescription, so I don't know.
So why do you take them out? Because it hurts or because?
Well, I think it also like messes up with like your jawline and all that.
Yeah, most
I've heard
people's
that. I
think
mouth
so.
is not big enough to support the extra tooth or the extra molar, so they have to be taken out so they don't fuck up the rest of them.
It
And
moves
it hurts.
everything.
But there's no
around.
pain, right?
There can be, yes.
pain.
No, I had
I mean, that's
severe
I'm just
pain.
asking because I know when they take it out,
Oh.
there's pain. I'm saying.
Oh, no.
take
When
it
They
out
come
because of
out,
pain.
yeah. It's
They decided to
horrible.
remove mine because mine were coming in sideways, and so it was like pushing all
everything
my
else around, yeah.
teeth. Yeah.
Okay.
And with
I
a
was-
lot
I
of
was
people, it
getting
just hurts
migraines
too
real
much
bad.
because there's not enough room for them.
And I think it's also like they're by a nerve or something like that, right? So
Yeah.
But if you never have any issues,
It's fine. I have all of mine.
yeah.
They took out
me
one
too.
of mine,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "Oh, you can take all of them out. The rest." I was like, "Nope, I'll keep them. I might need them someday. I don't know,
Yeah.
so don't."
I mean, I'm not gonna unless becomes an issue,
Well, my husband made a joke this morning because I couldn't really talk. So my brother was like, "What happened to you?" And then my husband's like, "Well, she went to go get her wisdom tooth out, but they didn't find no wisdom. They just found the tooth."
That sounds like a joke.
And I was just like, "Okay."
pretty
Bad joke.
A bad dad joke. I would totally make that
That's a
joke.
bad dad joke.
Yeah, he's totally a dad.
But I feel like at this point, if you haven't had any issues with it, you probably are fine.
Yeah.
Adrian.
Oh, you haven't had it? Like you haven't?
Like you don't feel anything.
Oh no, then you're fine.
Yeah.
No.
One of these days, next
week.
I was like
Shouldn't
21
have brought
when
it up.
mine were coming in.
Shit.
Yeah, I was 21 and just like,
Same as the. What is that?
Your tonsils.
Yeah.
yeah, your tongue tooth.
Yeah.
So working when working at Starbucks, you got a gist of how people like their coffee, cosas así, ¿verdad?
See, so okay, so then also when I worked at Starbucks, I learned a lot of what our people love, like the Mexican or like the Hispanic community, like the Latinos.
What they like?
So yeah, so I've learned that older women like their coffee como nomás con azúcar y lechita, and then. You know what I'm saying? So I got to kind of know, like,
I'm an older woman. Oh wait, I don't like milk. Never mind.
but then there was also a lot of people that didn't know how to order, and then I always talk about this. Like, I saw how some people would get the same exact coffee. Like, let's just say, person A got a coffee and they paid $3 for it just because they knew how to order it, but person B ordered it off the menu and paid $7 for it.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, this person is getting treated like,
Scam.
no, like they're like, no, they're getting treated like, oh, hi, how are you? You know what I'm saying? And this person's paying more, but it's not getting the treatment that this person's getting.
Ah, ya entendí. Okay.
Okay.
So they
So
specifically ordered-
okay, so como en otras palabras, like I felt like the Hispanic community was not getting treated as nicely as other people would. You know
And
what
they
I'm
were
saying?
paying more.
and they were paying.
And then they're paying more,
That's
and they're
totally
bringing a whole family, and they're spending like $70 and like drinks and cake pops and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
because
so
they're not given the same treatment.
and then
because
I'm
they don't know
like,
how to order.
they don't know how, one of the things too. And then so I was like, okay, I'm gonna change this up a little bit. So then I started to make friends with some of our regulars, and I worked at the location in Uptown, which is like nearby a lot of apartments and stuff like that. So a lot of the women there that would go in the morning.
Wait,
and
like the West Village one?
no, it's like off 75 in Hall.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hopefully
I
my
live off Hall.
hopefully my manager's not listening. No, just kidding, my ex-manager.
75 and all.
But I worked there, and so a lot of them like iban a limpiar the apartments around them. So they would come every day in the morning. So I started they would be like, oh, pues hazme lo que tú quieras, and I was like, okay, girl, say no more. So I was just experimenting, and I would make their coffees and be like, oh, I love that, and so they would always say, like, I guess come in the mornings, and then they would, So then I was like, okay, I could be doing this as well. Like I've always wanted to do it, you know what I mean? So I was like, now I could actually be doing this because I have my residency now, and I have experience. Yeah, and I felt more secure too. So I was like, okay, I could be doing this. And well, we lived in Pleasant Grove, and so. Well, I didn't live in Pleasant Grove yet. My parents lived in Pleasant Grove. I lived in Trinity Groves, but around that time, my lease was up, so they were gonna go up $600.
Jeez,
yes.
Damn it, God.
Yes, and they basically just kind of kicked everybody out, like that was living there when I first moved in. It was insane.
Where was this?
Trinity Groves, yeah.
But what
Was this before it was Trinity Grove?
Cypress at Trinity Groves. Well, yeah, no.
Call 'em out.
Yeah, honestly, like I started seeing a lot of like license plates from Utah, California, so it was and everybody that lived there when I first moved in, which was 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago now. We're all like moving out because they just couldn't afford. Because when we first moved in, the deal was really good. Like we were paying high, obviously, but not as high as like everybody else that was moving in. Yeah, so. Yeah, I was like, oh, what do I do? And my mom was like, well, just move in with us and then you start a business and then we'll support you. And so I was like, okay, let's do it. But I didn't really think of starting the business right away, you know? Yeah. And she legit said like, okay, this Saturday, like all the people from church are gonna come and buy coffee. And I didn't even have a legit coffee machine like that. Like I just had a coffee machine, but it wasn't like an espresso machine. Like you could just make coffee. And so I had to and this is something that I talked about on like the newspaper and everything. And it's like, oh, it makes me want to cry every time I talk about it because we started the business with $100, guys. With $100, yes, $100 out of my paycheck from Starbucks, and this was like a big thing for me because like we didn't grow up with like money. Like my parents, like they tenían una casita, but it's not even like their own home. Like they were renting the home. You know what I mean? So it's like we don't come from money. Like none of our like my husband or me, like none of us. Mm-hmm. So this has like helped out our family a lot. Yes, this business has changed everybody's life. Like my nephews, my niece, everybody. So it's
nice.
That's nice to
Congrats.
hear. Like little,
thank you guys.
Last thing before we move on, any advice for people who think they might want to start a business but feel they can't?
I mean, I just feel like you're holding your own self back. You know what I mean? Like honestly, no, it's true. Like I was holding myself back because I kept thinking of like all the bad things that could go wrong. But then at the same time, I was like, well, yes, it's $100, but also like if I don't make it, like what really did I lose other than, true. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I just like say go for it. Like honestly, think of like anything that you're good at, anything that, makes you happy and make a business out of it. Honestly.
I'm doing extreme sports.
There's honestly somebody that like picks up poop. And that's like a business. That's a business.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I have a
I don't think that makes anybody happy, though. That's just a good business idea.
Maybe the money does, you know what I mean? Like, you go to people's backyards and you pick up their dog poop.
You don't like to scoop up your poop.
Pick up your poop.
Not yours, your dog's.
I think
Please tell us what you were thinking.
Oh, yeah, we want to know.
George.
What was it, George?
I mean, I heard makes a poop, and I was like, that's not what she said.
That's what I
thought. No.
I thought it was like, makes a poop. And I was like, wait.
I mean,
so he goes to your house?
Oh, yeah.
No, perdón.
I was listening to this lady one time. She said she was thinking of starting a business where, like, you can rent out, like, kids to go to birthday parties. Because I guess, like, because you know how, like, sometimes people have birthday parties and nobody shows up?
Karen's kids don't have any friends, so they gotta rent.
I think that's a cool idea.
That's a smart idea.
Is that some kind of child labor law thing?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
But what if your kid, like, was like it's for like a kid's party, right? So what if your kids, like the kids show up and your kid's like, who are these kids? I don't know them.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean,
you gotta let your kid know that fake friends are coming over.
Or just be like, these are my work friends' kids.
Yeah. Oh, these are my friends' kids.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a cool business, I guess.
It's a business.
I mean, I don't think it's legit. I don't think you could actually do that, but maybe, I don't know.
I mean, we know some people with kids.
Not with that attitude. Well, you can. We're gonna start.
I'm looking to the legality of that. We got a lot of kids in our family.
You round them up. You
literally just bring your family.
We do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because I think like you can actually also hire people to cry at your funeral, something like that, right?
Yep,
like
that's true.
I think so.
I'm hiring someone before I die.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Probably
I don't know.
a good idea.
I don't know when it's gonna happen, but here's $100.
You're hired. You're a really good crier.
Here's a deposit.
Here's a deposit.
I'll put it in my will that you get paid.
She's doing the same thing that Griffin was doing in episode 1. Every time you speak, she looks over here.
Oh, yeah. I saw.
Whenever he speaks, do you think it's him?
Oh, I don't. I was.
Yeah,
I,
she probably
didn't
or
notice.
maybe I guess so.
It's because
I've
sometimes
seen her
well,
turn that way a few times. I was like,
Yeah,
She
most of
does.
it is like
Luis is like,
I'm over here.
I don't exist.
All right, I got a question for you. This comes from something you said last week. We were talking about boxing, I think.
Oh,
And you said you didn't like a boxer because he claimed the Mexican culture, but he wasn't really Mexican. And I said, so are you.
hey, don't attack me like that.
But do you remember that conversation?
Yes, I remember that.
So
Who are you talking about?
who were we talking about?
So a UFC fighter, he's a Mexican American, but he doesn't claim Mexico, but he says he loves his culture.
Okay.
It's just some stuff he said.
what
and I was
culture?
like,
The American culture?
the
Mexican culture.
Is it Cejudo?
Yeah, the other guy that fought.
The UFC one?
Sí.
Oh, he doesn't love his Mexican culture.
Oh, and yeah, he doesn't. What?
Whatever. You had wrong information. That's not surprising. The question I'm asking
He
is,
doesn't.
so you were born here, but
Yes.
you quote unquote claim to be big into your culture. I'm not saying you're not. I'm
Okay.
just saying what we are. We were both born in Mexico, but we've been here the majority of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
You were born in Mexico. I don't know how long you've been here. I came when I was
When I was 10,
same.
so I'm 28.
So we've been
18
here
years.
the majority of our lives. Do you guys, as much as we love our culture, as much as we want to be Mexicans, do you honestly, if you take a good hard look at yourself, do you think you're more American as far as culture goes than you are Mexican?
Ooh.
We'll go around the table. George?
Okay, more American than Mexican. No, because
No.
mira, just because I feel like I hold more of my the ¿cómo se dice? The moral, the values of Mexican culture in my everyday, you know? Like, I don't know, the way you treat people, the way I go about, you know, I guess my life. I think of it more in my family's culture, how I was brought up. So I feel like that's more Mexican than American, except for my dad. I don't know. He's like more American now. But no, I would say no.
But so I get that, and I agree with you. But what about the things that you do daily?
I
Right?
carry around a Mexican flag with me every day.
You don't. But neither does any Mexican. So that's okay. That's not something Mexicans do. So if I were to drop you off in the middle of anywhere in Mexico right now, do you think your day to day would be the same and you could assimilate quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it. No, I mean, what do you think? I think I
Because
can.
you never lived there.
I'm not that I'm saying I've never lived there, but
I'm saying that.
to me, it's like to the highest value I think Mexican culture has is respect between
Each other.
each other and trying to bring each other up or help each other, right? And so that's how I would go about if I were to be moving down there. Because I thought about it. I want to move to Mexico City because we visited last year, and I don't know, it was really life changing. I really liked it, so I was like, you know what?
But I could live here. The part of Mexico City we went to was not
You're
Mexico,
right.
though. We talked
You're
about
right.
this too.
But I went to
Yeah.
another part.
Well, it depends too. I feel like Mexico City ya lo están haciendo un poquito more like
Yeah, it's gentrified
fancy,
as
you
hell.
know what I mean?
Especially
So
the
yeah,
area
so
we
you
went to.
you could definitely like live there. You could definitely move
Yeah.
there. But if you're going to like Mexico, like the ranchos and stuff, like it's
So-
hard out there.
I've gone to San Luis where my girlfriend's family's from. They're from a little pueblito called Villa de Ramos, and I went to go visit. It's a little town. Everyone knows each other. So the president del the town is one of her relatives. So I was like, okay, this is tiny. It's puro dirt, and like, I liked it. Could I live there? No, probably not. Pero
That's what I mean.
That's how most.
But could
most
I
of
assimilate
towns
into
are.
the family?
Eventually, yes.
Yeah, I can.
But right now, the way you live your life right now, I don't. I think it's so. I'll answer the question. I think as Mexican as my family is, and as Mexican as I claim to be, I think I'm more Americanized than I am Mexican, right? And I could totally go over there and live right now, and I'd be fine because I did live there for 10 years, and I think that gives me a
En Juaritos.
much bigger lead than you, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what life is like in Mexico.
Yeah.
I lived it. I don't remember a lot of it because, again, it was 10. But I have lived there. I can do it. I know I can do it. I visited. It hasn't changed much since I lived there.
That's what I
But I
think.
still think I'm more American than I am Mexican, which is kind of sad, but
Well, also, how often do you go back?
not often
Uy.
enough.
Not often.
And most of the time, it's
Yeah,
vacation.
and most, when I do go, it's fucking touristy places.
What about you, Brittany?
Well, like I said, I got my residency in 2021, December 2021. So it had been 17 years since I had gone back. And like I went back, and obviously like I spent a lot of time with family because we went during Christmas time. And so it felt nice. It felt cool. Like, everybody was off, obviously. Like it was, the holidays. Yeah. So I was like, oh my God, I could totally do this. But then I went back in June, like para la feria and stuff, because the fair was there. And it was cool too, but it was more reality because like everybody was back at work. And so it was more like, okay, what's next?
What part are you
and
from?
Then Durango.
Oh, okay.
Durango. So I'm like actually from like La Ciudad de Durango. So it's not like too bad. Every now and then we don't have hot water, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And so the mosquitoes though, ooh. Really? Yeah, they were bad. They were hungry. I guess, I don't know.
To me, it was the la tierra that would get into my eyes and like mouth
Yeah.
and everything. I was like, oh God, no.
My allergies were bad too.
También.
When we went to Juarez, like that was bad. Like
Hey,
that no, but I'm saying like, because I guess it's so close to like,
it's a desert. There's
the desert,
sandstorms.
so,
There's dust
Yeah.
everywhere.
yeah, it was bad.
I mean, could it be bad? Do you
Adrian?
think you could live over
What about
there?
you, Adrian?
I mean, I can certainly.
It's not that you think you could live over
everybody's
there.
gonna adapt, but
You could all live over there.
but
The question
wait,
is, do you
once you-
think you're more Americanized than you are?
Oh, yeah.
You're
I guess
more
I am more
culture. Your
well, yeah, I
culture.
am because I've been here longer than I've been over there.
Right.
I mean, there's things that you do here that when you get over there,
Well, not my music though. I'm more Mexican in my music than que American.
Shit, even that. I think I'm definitely more American in my music. But
You're a,
What do you
yeah, but
listen
there's-
to?
there's just things
I
you can't
listen
do.
to everything.
Jam?
But yeah, I like rock, and most of
Okay.
the good rock happens to be in English. But I do like Spanish rock, but there's just not
Yeah.
enough of it. So I don't know. But I like everything. I like everything. I just don't like what's popular.
Okay,
right
now
now.
the question is, do you dance Mexican music?
My family for sure. I don't dance anything.
He doesn't dance.
I don't dance.
I
But
dance.
my entire family is like they're huge on dancing, and yeah, they love
to
dancing.
Mexican music, yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, what kind of Mexican music?
Any
though?
music.
oh, you're going
Mostly
there.
cumbias.
Okay,
Yeah,
cumbias.
cumbias. For me, it's like norteñas.
Okay.
Like, what's that?
We're related, so our family dances the same shit.
Wapangos.
I only dance that when I'm real drunk.
Hate what punk.
And I don't know what I'm doing.
We're not big on salsa and merengue and all that
Same
stuff.
move
It's
over
just-
and over in a circle.
I think that's more like Mexico City, no? Like salsa, merengue, todo eso.
This is not really Mexican, so it's whatever.
What about you?
Well, yeah, pues ahí en Durango es duranguense.
I was gonna ask. Okay,
Pasito
dude,
duranguense. Horóscopos de Durango.
they need to bring back Duranguense.
Girl, I mean, boy.
No, you're right.
Sorry, I was.
We call him girl too.
No,
It's
you're
cool.
right.
No, sorry, I'm always so used to that. Like I'm always used to saying girl.
She got me
Hey,
back
in
for
case
Every
anybody's
time-
wondering what we're drinking, these aren't good.
what?
This
didn't
is
like
fucking
it.
delicious.
Did you
They're
like it?
way too
Well,
sweet.
okay, so
don't know what you're
I
talking
liked
about.
it to an
thought
extent,
it was
but I
pretty
then
sweet.
like when it started like getting hotter, like it's like when it's really
Yeah.
cold, it was good, but then when it started getting hotter,
It wasn't that cold
it
to
just
begin
felt-
with.
Can I show it,
It,
on the
it
camera?
tastes like Kool-Aid.
It felt like a flat Coke, like a
Yes,
flat,
exactly.
flat
That's what it
soda.
is.
Yeah.
Can I show it on the camera?
What?
If
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
If Jarritos, you know,
See it?
we're drinking Cantaritos, sponsored by Jarritos.
They're too sweet for me.
Yeah,
They
too
weren't cold
sweet.
enough, and it's like a flat Coke right now
Yeah.
at this point. So
Soda, yeah.
I mean,
What do
it's
you?
definitely
Okay,
too
what do you
sweet,
guys
but
usually drink?
whiskey.
we don't care.
Oh my gosh! Okay,
We were
hardcore.
drinking tequila before you got
No
here.
wonder you're
so-
Superman. No wonder they call you Superman.
It might stay
Superman.
Nah, I mean they drink whiskey, tequila. I'll have like Modelos or whatever.
Okay.
Not that,
But light.
we're not heavy
He likes his
drinkers.
seltzers.
I like mine. No, I don't like my seltzers.
But light.
But you've had seltzers before, aren't you?
Seltzers.
What, George?
I don't like Bud Light.
George, what are you hating?
No, on Bud Light,
Yeah.
it's water. It's puro agua.
Are you anti?
What does your dad drink?
I'm kidding.
What? My dad likes Corona.
Corona? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't
switched
like
a few years
Corona.
ago.
But
It
light.
gives you like a hangover right away. I feel like it's, yeah, I feel like it gets,
dropped it? Oh my god. Oh, why? Do you think it gave you Corona?
I feel like it gives you, yeah.
Dos Equis is the one I feel like gives you a
I,
heavy.
No,
yeah,
to me,
I
Corona.
like Dos Equis and Modelo.
Coronas give me the worst hangovers.
Yeah, the worst
Bud
hangover.
Light
I don't
gives
know
you the
why.
worst
Worst.
Tequila gives you.
Dos Equis?
No, the light beers give you a worse hangover than the other ones.
No.
But
I feel like as
Yeah,
you're
if you drink
drinking
enough.
Corona, you're
Because
like,
you drink-
oh, this hurts.
because you have to drink more. I have to drink like 10 Bud Lights to get a buzz. So the next day the
Okay.
hangover sucks.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'm drinking real beer, I'm drinking like 3,
One or
4,
two.
whatever.
And then passing out.
Yeah.
It's just something about
Also,
Coronas,
like
man.
anything fruity, I think it gives you the worst hangover too, because it's like your
Cheers.
sugar levels
Yeah.
go up. You know what I
Ranch
mean?
water.
This is a
Is this
So-
a fruity drink?
You guys cheer to your hangover tomorrow.
hangovers. Yeah. Work is slow. I can handle it. It's cool.
I'm gonna go to sleep at work en la troca así nomás. No.
So much better.
What? Oh, the modelo?
No, it's
You guys definitely
something
should show
Enchilada?
your cups though. That's super cool.
We try. That's why we don't have our stuff up here. So we just, until they sponsor us, they
Oh,
will
I
have our
think it-
modelo.
They were created.
Pour it in your cup.
I know I should.
So we decided we're all American.
I mean, we are.
I mean,
Con el
yeah,
nopal en la frente, but we're all American.
I guess I don't want to. Dang. I mean, I
Poured
guess.
I mean, I'm in the same situation. I was born here, but I've gone back to Mexico a lot. I'm very much Americanized.
Yeah, I think everybody is.
Yeah.
It's just,
Did you? What did you do for Cinco de Mayo? Did y'all do anything?
Well, we had a pop up. You know,
you had a pop-up?
yeah, we had a pop up. So we just
So you
kinda
got to
had
take advantage of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and we did like a cinco de drinko, whatever. I didn't even want to say cinco de drinko because I think that's like so like.
George said it last week. It's cool. It's whatever.
So sorry.
So, you know, I heard it. I heard it on the podcast. You were like cinco de drinko, and I was just like, oh.
I mean, that's what they cringe.
No, I know. So I just said like cinco por café because I was like, you know. So all of our coffees were $5.
Oh, dang it. I should have gone last week.
Yeah, and it was here in Mesquite. So
Yeah.
it was, the line was insane. We were next to Fitness Connection, you know, like
Yeah.
right here on Town East. We were right next to
Right,
it.
Guitar Center. Damn it. I should have gone.
Yes, and honestly, dude, like all the people from the gym were just like skipping the gym and going. Yeah.
Do I go burn off 500 calories or consume 1,500? All right, I'm going to go have some
I don't think
coffee.
it's 1,500. How many calories is it?
I just
We're not talking about that.
anyway. Yeah, we're more
print.
Americanized than we said.
yeah, I think
Well,
It's just
okay,
eight.
so I like Jenny Rivera. Like that's my.
Yeah. Is that what you listen to while you're making?
Yeah, I do. Indeed. You know, no, I'm serious. Anytime I'm doing something, it's like, okay, put some Jenny Rivera on. And it's just,
No, like Peso Pluma or.
you know, I like him
Are we gonna keep?
because I
bringing
feel
that
like
forward?
we're listening to. Yeah, because I know you guys were talking about him last
We're not gonna do it
episode.
again.
But
No.
I feel like I learned to like him because I don't think I liked the music right away. I don't think I listened to it and I was like, oh, this is so good. You know what I mean? I think I learned to like it because everybody plays it and it's
They
like.
push it on you. You listen to
they're
it enough.
pushing
It
it
grows
on.
on
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
But I think like when I was born and I listened to Jenny Rivera, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I was a newborn and I just was like already. I was like, yeah.
Juan Gabriel. I mean,
Oh, I
that's
love La
like,
Indiferencia de Juan Gabriel.
We're good. That's wait, how did we get there?
you asked the question.
You were asking questions.
What did we ask? What did I ask?
It's okay.
Oh, it had something to do with the music I listened to.
No, it's
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, I
didn't.
know. I think it
It
was
didn't.
about
you brought
being
Jenny Rivera.
Americanized, and he said he listens to everything.
All right, so I got a question for you guys. What will immediately ruin a trip?
What will it?
Like a weekend trip,
Oh, weekend trip?
or a week trip? I don't know.
The second we leave, someone's like, I have to go to the restroom. Ruined.
That's a road trip.
Yeah,
that's
Okay, ya llegando? Like we're at
like
the
you
place?
flew somewhere.
Someone takes my the bed. Someone claims the bed and is like, this is mine, and I have to sleep on the couch.
All right. Well, you're being very specific with it. This is like you and your 20 friends rented a 1-bedroom apartment or what?
A cabin or something. I don't know.
Or maybe just like also getting in an argument with the person you're with. Like,
Yep.
Oh
You know?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If it's a one, if
That's
it's
not
a,
normal?
if it's a one-on-one trip, that'll ruin it.
Is Yvette?
Nah, we never fight on vacation. Actually.
Okay. That and I don't. I mean, okay. I'm not gonna say I don't. But anyways, what about you, Rennie? What's one thing that what'd you say?
Immediately ruins the
can
trip.
ruin, yeah.
Immediately ruins that trip.
I think as a woman, probably if it's that time of the month. Honestly.
You have
Is
to
it-
plan around.
I'm going to go as a man if it's that time of the month. On the
Oh my God, I'm dead.
I'm not scheduling a trip.
Okay, that's next question. We're not, I think now we got too detailed.
yeah, I mean, no, it's just it's
I was
the
gonna
same
say
thing
your
for
husband,
both of us.
kid. What would he do? Is there something that he's ever done that you're like?
No, I think like when we've gone and the kids are not like they're
it's
not
still
having
together.
it, and then we're just kind of like, okay, we get stressed out because the kids are not having it. So that could also be, or the weather.
Yeah.
You know,
You go to
The weather, yeah.
The weather,
you
yeah.
go to the beach and it's like raining the whole time.
And it's
Honestly,
just
for me, it's as you get that one person that has an itinerary,
Why?
and they're like, "Oh, we got to leave the house
Oh,
tomorrow
yeah.
at 10. Breakfast is at 8. If you're not, like, fuck that. I'm
Have
gonna
you
get
ever
up
done
when I
that?
get up. No, fuck no.
Okay, so that's your friend, my wife Heidi.
I know. That's why I don't travel with you.
No, but then we traveled to Spain, and she stayed in bed for like 13 hours the second we got to the hotel, and so I was like,
Why?
"We just got to Barcelona, and you're just gonna lay in bed?" She's like, "I'm tired."
She's on vacation. Let her be.
okay, how long was the flight?
13 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, I'd be tired too.
There's always that person that like, searches everything in that place, and so they want to do every single thing,
Right.
and there's not enough time.
I've only done that once, and like I'm like,
Were you with
I don't
somebody?
care about but itinerary. Like whenever we went to, I went to Utah to this trip. ¿Cómo se llama? It's that little river walk, not river walk,
With
but
all the cousins.
yeah.
Oh, that's
You
why.
went on a hike.
And y'all haven't gone
ever.
haven't gone to another trip again. I wonder why.
I did that and I said it. Like, we leave at 6 in the morning, get here at this time. We thought because like I had like 15.
Oh, y'all
of
were
them.
doing a morning hike.
Yeah, it was, and I forget what the name of the Utah
Moab?
Salt Lake? No.
Salt Lake City.
it's down south. What is it called? The Nevada. I mean, I don't remember, but it was 15 of us, and I know none of them are like good on time. So I was like, "Look, we're leaving at this time," like, and I had them running around.
Leslie complained about that.
I know
Well,
she
I'll
did.
tell you what
Oh, she
ruined
did?
my Miami trip. We went for my birthday. It was all my best friends, like their husbands, my husband. We got there late because the flight like was delayed. So I think that's another thing that can like mess everything up if you have a delayed flight. And then so we got there and we had a reservation because that day that we flew there, it was my actual birthday, so it was Friday the 13th. Yeah, it was a Friday the 13th. And so we okay, now that I think about it, I'm like, dang, it was Friday the 13th.
I was set up.
That's what happened.
Yeah. And so we had a reservation to have lunch at the Versace mansion. So
shit.
yeah,
It's pronounced
we were
Versace.
Versace.
I'm kidding.
That would- okay, then I'm okay.
Don't listen to
Nobody's
Wait,
gonna do it.
is Versace right?
Yes, it's Versace.
Okay.
Well, we wanted to go for the $30 lunch combo, so we wanted to make it in time.
I didn't know that was a thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's like a combo and it's like $30.
And it was a flight that.
And so we were trying to get there on time, and it was like a party of 8. So like it's kind of hard to set somebody down if you don't have a reservation. Anyway, long story short, we got there. We got catfished by our Airbnb. So our Airbnb said that it had 4 rooms. It actually had 3, and one of the rooms, I guess,
Closet.
was the garage.
Really?
Yeah,
So
but
was
it,
it actually
garage-
converted or was it just
Did y'all report?
it was just a garage.
There was
It
just
was
a bed in there.
garage.
It's
Yeah.
a bed in there, so it's a room.
It was a bed, but it wasn't even inflated. It was like an inflatable bed, but it wasn't even inflated. It wasn't still
in
in the
there.
box. And so on the Airbnb app, it didn't look like that.
Yeah.
And then it looked like it had, one of the rooms, it looked like it had 2 full-size beds. Apparently, they're full-size IKEA size. So they're like twin size.
Got him.
Oh.
And the people that were going to stay there are not like twin size. You
a
know
nice
what
way to
I'm
put
saying? No, I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
So then, all of my friends were like, oh, it's your birthday. You get the master room. And I was like, okay, cool. Thank you guys.
Fuck yeah,
you have
dude.
good friends, keep them.
Yes. Well,
Oh, yeah.
yes. So then we had the master room, and then none of the plugs worked. In the master
Oh
room.
wow.
It was freaking
All right,
bad.
so that's another one that'll run
Yeah.
it immediately. That happened
Yeah.
to us one time. Not,
But did y'all report
Can you
it?
be catfished by an Airbnb?
yeah.
Yeah,
That
and then we got
person
to
will
the
give you
Versace
wrong
mansion,
information.
and then we all got drunk because we hadn't really eaten, and we got drunk, and my husband lost his wallet at the beach,
Oh my god.
full of cash.
Sounds like a shitty trip. To
So
me.
that was, but then after that, we just kind of like were just having
fine.
a blast.
Yeah, I mean,
You-
what do you
So
gotta
I
do
went.
now?
You have to just accept it for-
I went to Broken Bow, and forgot my bag.
Well, like you're.
It was just a weekend.
No,
Yeah,
here in Dallas, or you
Yeah.
forgot it over there? Oh, okay.
No, I
So you
went
didn't-
without any
You
anything.
left without a bag?
Yeah,
Did you go to the gas
I
station?
was loading everything else. I was the one loading everything. The fucking dog, the cooler, everything. And then when I got there, as soon as I parked, like I knew, I was just like, Nobody grabbed my bag.
Oh no!
So what'd you do? Did you go back?
Went to Walmart, bought some stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's a weekend trip.
But it's a weekend trip. You get there.
Yeah.
You get there Friday night. You're there Saturday, and then you leave Sunday. So it's like,
And you were in a cabin, right?
That
so you
Walmart.
could
Yeah.
wear like gym shorts the whole weekend.
yeah, and that's what I bought. I bought some swim shorts.
Was it that Walmart that looks like a Dollar General?
It's the only Walmart. In Broken
Yes.
Bow.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, they don't even have cheese. Like,
What?
yeah, they don't. You have to go to that. I don't know if you saw like down the street. There's like a
Oh,
big
yeah.
store. It's
Like
like
in the
a
corner?
Yeah, it's kind of like a natural grocery or something like
Oh
that. It
man,
looks
I'm
like-
green.
never
I
going to
remember it's
Broken
green.
Bow.
Yeah.
I have to tell ya, I saw. I'm gonna call them enanitos wrestling.
Oh.
That was
Where-
pretty cool at the truck yard. I'm sorry.
Oh, you went?
So you
Oh,
bring that up.
okay.
Yeah.
How was that? I think they remodeled it, no?
Yes.
The junkyard?
It's
Okay.
actually really nice.
It
now,
is.
the
It's
new-
like- really
when?
big.
Recently?
yeah, they were shut down all, like most of the spring.
So I don't know, it was pretty fun. And then we saw like enanitos wrestling. I don't know. That's what I did for Cinco de Mayo. And then yesterday I wanted to go to the Fair Park concert.
Wait, did they have the Chihuahua racing?
What? There's Chihuahua racing?
Usually have Chihuahua races on Cinco de Mayo.
Small dog.
No, they didn't have
racing.
Chihuahua racing. I didn't know there was Chihuahua racing.
Yeah, well, that's what they used to call it, but it was small dog. Any
Yeah,
small
no,
dog
it's-
would get in.
Sorry.
There wasn't enough Chihuahuas. in
Any
there.
small dog. I'm gonna take my pebbles. It's just Shih Tzu.
So no. Okay.
You have
Anyway,
a Shih
sorry.
Tzu?
Next time. Monday? Yes, I have a Shih Tzu.
We never talked about this.
Money. No, but that's all that happened for me this weekend. I'm sorry. I just have to bring that up. That was something cool. I thought
But
it
you
was
said you went to Fair Park yesterday.
cool. No, I was going to
Oh, okay.
for the concert. They had Los Reileros and all like.
Yeah, we got invited to do a pop up there. Well, to speed vendors.
Really?
Yesterday, but it was my son's birthday party, so we didn't. Yeah, we didn't work yesterday.
That's what you posted. I thought you were. I was
Yeah.
gonna ask you. Are you doing pop ups for parties now?
Well, we
For
do
events?
caterings here and there, but we're more on the expensive side, so they haven't booked us yet. No, I'm just kidding. No, we have gotten booked, but we've been booked by like
Hey, that's
SMU
okay.
and
Stick
like
to your price.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
yeah.
So SMU, did y'all hear about that teacher
Oh.
and the Fight Club?
Wait,
SMU school teacher Fight Club. That's
So-
what I meant.
Wait,
No,
because the one that you sent was a
In
teacher
Mesquite.
in Mesquite.
no,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. SMU click to school teacher Fight Club.
So
in
when-
Mesquite. Sorry, that was just a.
So a teacher had a.
We're gonna cut this out.
No, we're not.
No.
SMU. Why did the right that remind school?
yeah, because
Reminded him of
School.
school.
It was just
There was a, the
school.
fight. It wasn't a fight club. It was just some teacher that was having fights in her class.
She started the Fight
That's
Club.
a Fight Club,
She
man.
would have.
she was
kids-
encouraging the fights. I think something
Yeah.
like that.
Like if two kids wanted to fight each other, she'd be like, "All right, let's do
She
it."
set up rules. She
Oh,
was
yeah.
like,
She was-
everyone has to be
yeah.
dead silent while they're fighting because this is serious. Like she was serious about her rules.
She had a watch, like a kid at the door watching.
She had someone
Whoever
with a
wanted to
timer.
fight, she had a
Oh
timer.
wait, so it wasn't like a one-time thing?
No.
Well,
it doesn't
this
sound
is the
like it.
one we know about. But on the way here, I did listen. I was listening to something about it, and it had already happened in Ohio. Like
Oh,
but somebody in Ohio.
I'd have a fight club if I was a teacher.
But that was 10 seconds. So
How long was this one?
30. That's a
Wow,
long
that's
time, man.
yeah.
Well, if you're actually fighting, if you're just kind of like going in circles, then it's
okay.
not-
If
No,
you
they
have
s-
kids
they
that
said
are arguing,
kids
would you
walked
not tell
out.
them, "Hey, fight"?
No, but I think she was just like,
Not if you're a teacher.
no, this lady was making
Put your
fights.
bets on it. What you got?
it wasn't just
It
people that
wasn't
wanted
just
to fight each
it
other.
wasn't just like, oh, y'all gonna get in a fight. All right, let's
do it here?
Let's do it.
Okay.
No, she was like, you fight that person, or
Oh, she was choosing the fight.
Yeah.
Was she giving odds? Can you bet on it?
I think she.
Wait, so
don't know.
she was recording this, or
no, the
No,
kids were.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to
Yeah,
be
the
recording,
kids
but
were,
one of the
I'm
kids had his phone hidden, and so he was recording it.
so she was just doing it for like pleasure, or like?
She wanted to be the cool teacher, I guess.
bored.
I
But-
think that would be the make her the cool teacher. Honestly.
Would it?
Yeah, the fight club. Oh yeah, you going to Miss?
Well, okay, so
Hauser's?
what school did you guys go to?
I
high
went
school?
to John Horn High School, okay, in Mesquite.
Okay,
Wait, for real?
What? Yes.
That would have been my home high school, but I went to Townview,
What the hell's Townview?
where's Townview?
Oak Cliff.
Okay.
Okay. What about you?
Well, I went to different high schools, but
Oh,
I
okay,
asked
okay.
you guys. Where did you guys?
I went to school in El Paso, so I went to Austin High
Okay.
School in El Paso.
And I went to South Garland.
South
Well,
Garland.
South
Okay.
Garland.
So where did you go?
I went to Richardson High School my freshman year. Sophomore year, I went to Berkner High School. Junior year, I went to North Mesquite. And then senior year, I was already kind of bad. So I just went to Academy.
We had a rivalry with us in North Mesquite. North Mesquite knocked us out of the semifinals of a championship or a soccer tournament. And we lost to them. So
And that's your story. Huh?
That's it.
that was my story. Yeah.
Cool.
So I have a question for you. What's your favorite drink that you make over there?
Like at my job,
Yeah.
cafecito.
Yeah.
I would say one of my favorites would be the Duvalin. It's like it looks pretty cool because it's like layered,
Pretty cool.
but it's a little too sweet for me. I'd
Oh,
say
okay.
a lot of people love it because it's like on the
Yeah,
sweeter
you
side.
like making it.
Yeah, I like making it because it looks cool. But I personally love the piloncito, which is like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be piloncillo, but we call it piloncito, because it's cafecito. And so it has a little coffee jelly in the bottom, and then it's like
What
really
the hell
good.
is coffee jelly?
What is coffee
It's
jelly?
kind of like boba, but like not actual boba. It's like it's really good. You
I
guys have
actually
to
don't
try
know
it.
what boba is either. So.
I never
Yeah.
figured that out
Oh
either.
my
You'd
God.
have to come try it.
Tapioca
It's really
balls.
good.
Wow,
It's like
what
little
the
tapioca pearls.
So wait, the little boba things at the bottom are jelly?
Tapioca.
Yeah.
Tapioca?
Well, okay, it's not actual tapioca. It's like jelly,
Okay.
coffee jelly.
I still want to
Coffee
know.
jelly.
I still want to know what those things are made of.
It's like
The
it's,
sugars from
it's-
tapioca and all that.
Yeah,
No, the
it-
actual
like the actual balls. It's like
the plastic. That's what I'm calling it. Plastic.
oh,
Tell me what the
it's
plastic
called like
is.
starch. It's like
didn't wanna
starch. I
say
don't
it.
know. It's like I don't know.
Are you talking about the thing you stick your straw through?
No, the ball that looks like a plastic ball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got
The
it.
boba?
Boba.
I'm
That.
sorry.
That's what I want to know. What it's made of.
Okay.
It's made from tapioca, a starch made from
starch,
the
yeah.
cassava root.
That's so weird.
So we had a meeting last Tuesday with the City Council of Pleasant Grove, and I guess you guys who are listening
Wait.
will be the first people to know this.
Hold on. Pleasant Grove has a city council?
Yes. His name is Jaime Resendez.
Hi, Jaime.
Oh, hopefully Resendez maybe.
Resendez. Yeah.
And so he, connected us with a few people that could kind of help us out, to launch this business in Pleasant Grove because that's where the first location is going to be at.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
you get in the brick and mortar place.
So he is the
Kind
District 5 City Council rep.
There you
He's also a personal injury attorney. If
go. Oh, I didn't know that.
That, no, you can use them for that también, pero that's
We're
awesome.
gonna
So,
tag him.
and follow.
I mean, if there's any other information you want to give out, or I mean, if you want to bring up,
you have a timeline set. You have a location.
Yes and no. So, so then they have a program where they help out small businesses, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And so we met up with them as well. But we made the criteria, I guess, but we just are missing one thing, which is to be in business for 2 years or to have 2 years of like our tax returns. And we've only had 1 year because we've only done this past year.
Yeah.
And so next year we can, we'll have 2 tax returns and then they can help us then.
You can have one of mine.
Yeah, but so pretty much right now, what we're just gonna do is we're just gonna try to like find a place that we can rent out, and then by then hopefully they can kind of get more of an idea or more information on how the business is going, and then they can come in the picture and then help us get our own place.
oh,
That's pretty cool.
Step.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah,
And I love that it's a PG.
yeah. And so this is another thing too that I like to mention a lot because a lot of people are like, well, this is Pleasant Grove. We've never had anything like this. When we first saw your TikTok, we were like, this is Pleasant Grove. Like, what is going on, right?
Yeah.
So one of our goals, and also something that we always mention, we're not trying to gentrify Pleasant Grove. We just want to, I guess it's called revitalization.
Revitalization.
Yeah.
Hope I'm saying it right. English is my
I
second
guess.
language. So we're just trying to like make this go back to life. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
get you.
and I've mentioned that on the newspaper as well. Like people have worked really hard to buy these houses. Like the people around, my parents' home and everything. Like literally, these are people that have worked really hard to own these houses. And it's just like, I want them to feel proud of where they live and like, okay, this is Pleasant Grove. It's not the hood. And I don't know if you guys know this or I don't know if you have seen this, but actually like Pleasant Grove has the longest art wall
Where?
in the
Oh,
whole like United States, I think.
Oh, in the States, really? I didn't know
think
that. Okay.
Yeah,
Where's
and
that?
it's like it's
It's beautiful.
yeah it is cool. I've never gone down there because I'm
Okay.
but it's cool. It's like it's in a park and it's you go down and it's like I guess like a creek.
Oh, okay. So they do it on the.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
and so that's been coming out a lot. If if you look it up, it's been coming out a lot.
Yeah, they're saying the
a lot of
walls of
articles.
Pleasant Grove is Dallas's best kept secret. And yeah,
so
all the articles are saying everyone's claiming it's the largest in the U.S.
Can you pull up some pictures, please?
So
I've seen
then
that
this is
one.
kind of
That's it?
there you go.
Yeah.
oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, and they have a lot of security out there now too because not long ago they found a body.
You could have probably left that part out.
I should have. Let's blur that out. But yeah,
yeah,
no, they
go
have a lot
visit.
of security out there now too, and a lot of people are going out there and just
art
doing art and stuff. So that's usually I think that's about like 3 minutes from where we usually do our pop ups and where we want to, start our own coffee shop. So, yep.
So how do you feel about? So I hear what you're trying to do, and it's a great goal, I guess.
Yeah.
But how are you gonna feel if because that's what Oak Cliff used to be, right? Bishop Arts.
Right, but I feel like Oak Cliff was bought by a lot of people who didn't live in Oak Cliff. Or weren't part of
it
Oak
started
Cliff.
with. I'm sure it started with great intentions, like everything else does, right? So it's people like you that
Yes
started,
and no.
and it's people with a lot of money that turned it into what it is today.
Exactly.
So how are you gonna feel if that happens to Pleasant Grove?
I don't know. I think the city council also has a plan for Pleasant Grove, and I think a lot of the people around, that are in charge of Pleasant Grove, that have a different plan than what Oak Cliff had. Also, too, like a lot of these businesses that are in Pleasant Grove are literally like, what is it called? Like a hole in the wall. Like they're amazing.
Yeah.
Just not enough people have discovered them yet.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
And
I'm
so-
over there.
I also have a theory. I have a theory that Oak Cliff is so close to downtown that it's easier for them to do that kind
Oh,
of thing
for
there.
sure, yes.
Pleasant Grove is more of a drive, so I don't think
Oh, get over there.
it
But
won't
so
be as easy to
I'm,
do.
I'm
To gentrify.
asking this
I
because
see.
I was in Pleasant Grove for a couple of days last week, just doing some stuff that I wouldn't normally do. And if you remember,
Buying drugs.
not buying drugs.
What were you doing in Pleasant Grove?
I was at a friend's house building some furniture for some project that we're doing, but whatever.
That's code.
He lives over by the golf course that's at the end of Elam Road and 175, where they held the Byron Nelson a couple years.
Yeah.
For a couple years ago. And there's an equestrian farm out there, and they're cleaning up those streets, and it's a drive, but it's also a really nice area.
Yeah.
It's not called a grove for no reason, right? So it's prime for gentrification
Yeah, you're talking about like 175,
of
right?
175, yeah.
Yeah, and I think also that kind of leads or takes you to Seagoville, and all of that is also gonna,
Gentrified?
yeah. No, I wouldn't say gentrified. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think it's like it's more land, so people are buying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the Seagoville flea market and all that too is out there. So, have you guys ever been there?
Someone told me to go try something there, but I don't remember what it was. For some reason, I think someone told me go try their churros. I could be wrong. I don't even think they have
Maybe.
churros.
But they do have a petting,
sure they do.
like a petting zoo area. And the other day they had a camello, like a camel.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you get a camel in Texas?
I don't know.
Was it last week?
No, I mean, it's been a while since I've gone there, but they have a lot of like. The other day they had like a giraffe and everything too.
Last week they had the
Hold on.
camel races at the racetrack. So
No, it's been a long time.
Where do you think camels are mostly at?
Not here.
good answer.
No, where are they typically at? Like people know them. Egypt.
Okay, Egypt. Egypt would be
Maybe.
the most. Yeah,
Well,
Pero
wherever you think they're from,
they're not from.
there's more outside of that country or
Yeah.
continent than there is in there.
So there's a camel here
Yeah.
in Texas.
Well, there was
Fun
one.
fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Australia has the most camels. Most
You
camels.
serious?
Yeah.
Why
Wait.
the fuck do you know that?
Hold on.
Okay,
Fact
hold
check
on.
that, please.
Camels? Do they have those in Mexico?
Don't do that to me, Luis.
That's another question.
Is there camels in Mexico?
They're not native to Mexico. I'm sure there's camels out there, but
Pero
The largest amount of camels are in New York City. No, I'm kidding. It's in Australia. It's
Told you.
No, when did you learn
dude,
that?
that is a freaking random fact to
Yeah.
like, what?
It is a home to the largest herd of camels in the world. Up to 750,000 camels.
was it just some random night you were like, yeah, camels?
No.
I wonder where all the camels live. I'm not looking up.
You should
No, it
Google
was
how
a
many camels we have in Dallas.
There's only going to be one.
There's another podcast.
Just
It's
one in
one.
Seagoville,
It's at
Texas.
Seagoville.
I was looking at boat cruises from Argentina to Antarctica because I want to go to Antarctica. I was like, but the price is a little bit too high.
Why do you want to go to Antarctica?
Because there's a few amount of people that have stepped on Antarctica.
I was looking it up on TikTok. I came up on TikTok. I don't know why. And then people were saying like, I guess like a lot of people didn't know, and I didn't even know. I didn't even know like you couldn't live there. I mean, I knew you couldn't live there because of the weather, but
Yeah.
apparently like it's only like for research that you can only like go out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go there.
You
You can,
without permission.
They're
from-
trying to
Yeah.
they're
You
trying
can
to
go work
preserve
there.
the
but
environment.
have y'all heard that if you go there, on your passport, they give you this very specific stamp que dice
Antarctica.
the end of the world.
Wait.
That's cool.
Wait,
Tell me
please
that's
make
not
that
cool.
up.
Did you know
Please
that when
make
you go
that
to
up.
the
That
North
up.
Pole, they do Santa's workshop?
The start of the world.
I need before I die, I need to get both of those.
I'm
I
just
think
I
both
didn't
of
know
these
that.
are bullshit.
no.
We're gonna have to have somebody
Please.
fact
No,
check our
mine,
fact checker.
mine was bullshit.
Check
I
fact
was
it.
fucking
Mine's-
with
mine's
you,
on
and you
TikTok.
believed
Mine's
it,
on
really.
TikTok. It's true.
Then
No, this lady on TikTok, she was like, oh,
Oh, if it's a TikTok, then
they
it's true.
let you choose the stamp. There's like 4 stamps que dicen just the end of the world in different designs. I was like, come on. I put
well,
out
the
my
end of the world, like, you know, they just give you choice.
I could do nothing in my life, but if I have that, I mean, like I finished. I'm done.
Because
I've accomplished everything.
because there is no national authority, Antarctica does not have a passport stamp.
Espérate,
Who is this TikTok woman you're talking about?
espérate.
Luis.
No. Okay, look, I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna send it to all of you.
Let's do it.
Watch. I'm gonna
TikTok.
The TikTok, yeah, and I'll show you my passport whenever I do it. One of these days.
You should do it. You should totally do
You
it.
should do it.
So what is one place you guys would want to travel to? Like what's your like dream destination?
Tibet.
Tibet?
Tibet.
Where's that?
¿Qué es eso?
I thought you said to bed. Like I was like
That's the last place I want to go.
A dormir.
I don't know. No, Tibet. It's a country.
but we're like
Why?
Is it like in the middle of Africa or something?
It's in Asia.
Asia?
Asia.
It's next to like China and
India.
India.
In
But why
between
Tibet?
China and India.
Because it's fucking beautiful.
So,
But
so ¿qué es
it's
como isla? Como
no, it's mountains and like trees and it's just fucking beautiful. It's
There's
A
always
picture of
some
Tibet, yeah.
there's always some kind of conflict or something because China wants Tibet.
Right.
And
China wants to claim it. Tibet says fuck you. It's not a good place to go to, but it's one of the most beautiful fucking places on earth.
So
Mount Everest is in Tibet.
Right.
there's this one.
oh wow. Okay.
There's this one specific place I want to go to, and only because it's in the movie, but it's in Italy, and Italy, I think it's close to Venice, pero, it's in the movie of Star Wars. I want to go there just because I seen it on the movie, so that's one of my place. Italy, I guess. Italy
What's
seems
the
like
name
a
of the
nice
place?
place. Huh?
What's the name of the place?
I don't remember the name. I'm so
That's
sorry.
the place that you want to go
Which
to.
which scene in Star Wars just you in?
Whenever in episode 2, donde Anakin le pide to get married with Padme.
No, I don't remember it.
The Via del
del-
Balbianello in Leno.
Something like that. That's where I want to go. What about you?
No, what about
Oh, this
I want to go to
place.
New Zealand.
That's cool.
New Zealand?
I want to do the haka.
And
You
you?
gotta be a local to do
Luis,
that.
Superman?
Yeah, I know, but
That's
think they'll get offended
that's where
if
I
I
wanna
do.
That's where you want to go?
That's where I want to go. It's really nice. It's really beautiful. Luis, where would you want to go? What's that one place
You
you
saw
want
it
to
in the movie.
Well, I mean, I think for me, I've always wanted to do like all of Asia. So Korea, China, Philippines, basically that whole
Yeah.
area. end up in Australia at some point,
Okay.
New Zealand.
What about you?
Camels.
So really just the opposite end of the world.
I just like start in Mongolia and just
Yeah.
go to Australia. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, I don't have a destination.
A lot of the.
So
Well,
you,
I mean,
you
I
ask the
get-
questions just to get
Yeah,
ideas.
just curious.
It's
Well,
like-
yeah, I guess just to get ideas. Yeah. Well, actually, no. Okay, so you know where the Luca movie was? Like, I don't
Oh,
know.
yes,
And
the,
what is it
um,
called?
Is that
It's también in Italy, no?
Is look at the one with the fish?
Yeah. Where they turn into
Yeah, where
mermaids?
they
Man-
turn into
whatever, yeah.
mermaids.
Where was that?
It's in
was-
Italy. I just
so-
don't.
I mean, it was a cartoon, so
Yeah, it's a cartoon, but it looked beautiful because I saw on TikTok somebody actually
called-
went to it.
it's based.
called Cinque Terre.
Oh yeah,
La tuya, güey.
I know, for real. I was like, okay.
that actually is a very cool place.
I mean,
It's a real place.
It's in
Yeah,
Italy.
somebody
¿verdad?
somebody actually went to it and was on TikTok showing it. So yeah, dude.
I mean,
Cinco Tierras is what it's
yeah,
called.
like
yeah.
Did
holy
that just
shit.
fade?
What?
Yes, there. Yeah.
That looks
Huh?
beautiful.
Faded.
I didn't
That was
see it.
cool, yeah.
It faded from our screen
I
to
actually that look.
You
I
should
don't know
push
why.
the extra
I don't
button
really
over
like
there.
the cartoon,
It
but
looked
that movie
fucking
was
cool.
really good.
Yeah, that movie was really good too. So I have this theory that I feel like, okay. maybe I'm
A ver.
I have this theory that the movie came on because they're trying to show us that could happen in a way, maybe.
You think
Oh,
we
that
could
there's
turn into a
mermaids?
mermaid?
Oh, no.
Or the mermaid?
I think, yeah. I have like this big theory that I feel like, the Little Mermaid was one thing. Like,
Yeah.
okay, that I feel like that's actually real. Like, I feel like that we actually, it's not like a mermaid, with like beautiful water.
know
about
you know what I'm
that.
saying?
Hat, but
But
I'm
I do
gonna put
feel
this
like there are things that live in like
Under the water.
underwater.
So
that
George
can
and
come
Brittany
into
can start
here.
their own conspiracy theory podcast.
No, but I feel like that's true, and I feel like they're trying to put it into cartoons. So like when that does happen, we just feel like, oh, it's Luca. You know what I'm saying? Like kids. I don't know. It's just a theory, obviously. You guys can
So
look
I
at it
haven't-
like I'm
I haven't
crazy,
seen it.
but-
You never
no,
seen it?
it's
So
really good.
mermaids?
It's a really good movie.
Mermen.
That
Mermen.
Mer people.
But they have they look like mermaids.
no, whenever they come out of the water, they
They
look like
camouflage to
humans.
humans.
Yeah, it's like a camouflage.
But in the water, they look.
Or they turn
Yeah.
like basically if they touch water,
If they're
they-
wet, yeah. If they get wet, they turn into
Yeah.
mermaids.
So at one point,
the whole
someone
tail and
gets
everything?
water
Yes.
thrown at them.
But it's like an actual like
you see the fish
reptile. It's
scale.
not like a. It's not like a mermaid. They're not
Right,
like
it's-
mermaids.
yeah.
They're like
That's why I said fish.
yeah, like fish.
When we first started.
Ándale.
I'd rather be the
What?
Wakanda forever guys, the underwater guys,
The Mexican ones, the
Oh, los
Hispanic.
¿Cómo se llaman?
they're Mexican.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
The noche?
So you rather be that?
Yeah.
That's they live on with us, but you don't know it.
Which
Okay.
one? What?
Los de Wakanda Forever. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, so in that movie, there's like some
So
water people that are
Namor
Aztec.
is the leader. Namor.
Namor.
Neymar.
Because
It's an
he was
underwater
not loved.
civilization of humans, basically.
Oh, I think my
But they
husband
don't-
watched that
They
movie.
don't
I didn't.
switch.
haven't
They
seen
don't change
So,
shape.
but if you were to find one, and one day like someone like let's say I don't know, your dad touches some water and you see his bluefin, you freak out.
it. Oh, my dad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'd be like, what the heck is going on? You know, what?
What's wrong with your legs?
What's wrong with you?
I would like turn and splash some water on myself. I mean,
I'd go live and I'd be like, guys, what do you think is wrong with my dad?
Go on. So they called them the Talocanils.
oh, the ones from Wakanda. Okay, the Locanese. I don't know. I
Research with
I believe
this.
a lot of things, so I'll believe that one too. Might. I mean, why not? I wanna be here whenever we like go deeper into the ocean, and one day we're gonna find like Atlantis or algo así.
Aliens.
Could be, yeah.
Or aliens. We probably will find aliens.
So that's, I guess, like another question I have for you guys. Oh my gosh, is this my podcast? Is this my podcast? No, what do you guys like? What would you want to know more about, like space or water? Like underwater or space?
Space.
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 Why not underwater?
It's limited.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, to what we know.
No. Like, yeah.
What?
We know, it
No, I mean,
But
we know that
but
there's a limit.
What if we drill all the way down and we find the hollow
It
earth?
still doesn't matter. Like, it's still confined to the earth, whereas
Yeah.
space is like,
You're
You're gonna get to a
idea.
point where you're gonna all right, guys. So now what?
Okay. Well, fine. I would say space también just because I want to like go see aliens and stuff, and maybe find a planet that
You don't have to agree with us just because we're as a
No. I'm just
consensus.
saying that's what I was like. I'm
You
trying
can
to
agree with me.
He follows
Go
the crowd.
underwater.
You would underwater?
I think so. Yeah.
Why?
Because that's something that we like have here in this planet. Why worry about like?
Yeah,
No,
because
yeah.
they think
What's
they're gonna make it
outside?
out to space.
No, but I mean, it's everybody has like it's
Okay,
cool.
Mr. Star Wars.
You know
No,
what
I
mean?
do understand because it's more like it's a tangible
It's like,
thing.
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you're
like, lo
here.
puedes-
and-
yeah.
But it's actually easier to explore space than it is to explore the depths of the ocean.
True.
So we've been to the moon. We haven't been to the bottom of the ocean.
From what you think.
Have we been to the
Dile.
Here we go. All right. So you two really need to start your own podcast.
If you had your own podcast, what would you name it?
moon? I guess I would call it.
Chaucito.
You know, I'd probably go out like same thing with like cafecito or something. Yeah.
Podcastito.
Podcastito.
That's a really good name.
Podcastito. Okay.
Patented.
Sponsored by En Mis Tiempos.
Yeah.
Hey, would you call it
Podcastito.
Podcastito.
Podcastito?
Podcastito, that's a good one.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, because
Coming soon.
it also sounds like
You
you're
heard it here
saying
first.
podcastito, like
Yeah.
a mini podcast.
Cafecito.
Cafecito.
Yeah.
That's what, when the first time I think Priscilla said cafecito, I was
That's
like,
what
is
I
that
thought.
Is that cafecito, like you reading it in English?
Exactly.
Cafecito?
A lot of
Like,
people say that, and I even mentioned that. I said like it's pronounced as if with an American
saw
like
that, yeah.
accent or something. Like I don't know if I said
Cafecito.
Cafecito.
Cavaciro.
Cafecito. Yeah,
Who's the logo?
me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me as a kid. Let me see if I can put it up.
I've seen the picture. It's cool.
I read that. Your little explanation of your logo, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like
It's like my first pinned picture.
I just watched the new movie Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh no,
Sorry.
I cried.
I haven't watched it yet.
It was so.
No
It was so
spoilers.
emotional. I don't know if you watched the Marvel movies or not. That's it, pero y'all need to watch that one.
I've heard a lot of people say like they've cried at this movie more than any Marvel movie.
I'm not gonna say anything else, but yeah.
People cry at Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Look, no, you have to watch
people
it.
feel things.
People
That's
have
weird.
feelings.
People have feelings, Alfredo.
No, I can't relate. Sorry.
I never watched any movie, like no princess movie, no nothing, like until I had kids is when I was like, okay, let me watch Snow White, see what the hype is
Really?
about. Yeah. I've never seen any Star Wars movie, no Harry Potter, no Lord of the Rings, nothing.
So, the first movie you did was Snow White, or which one?
Yeah, like as like a Disney movie, that was the first one I watched because I was like, what's it about? And then I just watched it and I was like, okay.
What were you watching before?
Willy Wonka. Oh, repeat it. But actually, I used to watch the Willy Wonka, but like the original one,
Yeah.
Charlie
Yeah.
and the Chocolate Factory. I know like every
Line?
word to it. Yeah, that was my favorite movie.
movie.
Growing
That
up,
is
yeah.
a great movie.
The-
It's a great movie. I could watch it all the time.
My God.
That one, yeah.
That one, I think for me was like, ¿cómo se llama la película? War of the Worlds. That's the one I kept on watching.
Tom Cruise was on there.
Ese mero.
New one or okay?
Yeah,
There's an original.
Oh no, the new one with Tom Cruise. Yeah.
Well, now
Chocolate
it's like 20 years old, but yeah.
But yeah.
Charlie and the
I don't think
Chocolate
I've seen
Factory.
it.
Well, not Charlie. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie and the Chocolate
Charlie and the
Factory is
Chocolate Factory.
the Johnny Depp one.
No, Johnny Depp is Willy Wonka.
It's backwards.
Wait, what?
No. I think that no.
Oh,
do you
shit.
wanna-
Which one was
Do you want to fight?
Let's go.
Are you talking about the Johnny Depp
Willy
movie
Wonka
or
and the
what?
Chocolate
Pull it
Factory is the
up.
one with.
Hey, we set the
whatever
rules
his
here.
name is.
Yeah, something
Willy
like
Wonka
that.
and the Chocolate Factory is the old
Right, the
one.
old one.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is
the Johnny Depp.
Johnny
Then
Depp
the
one.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Oh.
We set the rules here. Round 1, 2. We'll have 2
And
rounds.
say, oh, speaking of rules, we have a weigh-in to do.
Oh, shit.
Let's get this out of the way.
Lisa's fat ass challenged us to a weight loss challenge.
So we got
Yeah,
challenged to a weight loss. I keep by him.
I'm already on a weight loss challenge
I
that I
got-
started, but I haven't actually started.
I got called
So-
out because I asked for an extra large shirt from you. So he was like,
I
damn,
can't-
fat ass.
But I didn't bring it, so next time
He's
I'll just bring
bigger
you a
than all of
large.
us.
Bring me a large.
You're taller than all of us.
No, not a
That means
medium.
I'm fatter than you.
We're gonna get to a
No,
medium.
you're taller
Yeah.
and bigger.
All right, who's gonna go first? George?
What?
We're gonna read all these out.
Are you about to do this for real?
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
the scale's right there.
Go step on that scale. Luis, keep track of
on
the
the
weights.
scale.
Send us out a text after this.
I'm sorry.
We're doing this for 2 months. Whoever loses the most pounds.
How much are we betting? $100
$100 bucks. $100 a person.
100 bucks a person?
Blah.
Okay, all right, hold on.
All right, here goes George.
Wait, guys.
Stop talking to the camera. Nobody can. Just step on it. When you step on it with both feet, it'll do its thing.
You gotta look up.
Andrea?
Oh, we're doing with shoes?
Oh, I'm not supposed to look at it?
Andrea, what's the reading?
171.6.
171.6. That's my goal. That's my goal weight.
That's my goal weight.
Mine too. Jeez. Maybe I
0.6
don't want to
something.
do this.
But we can't. Are you gonna do that?
You go
No,
next.
y'all wanted to do this live.
Oh shit.
We can't go to Cafecito for coffee though. They have too many calories.
No, we just have to work out afterward.
Or no, we'll just we'll go to the
walk.
gym whenever you have it.
We'll walk over there wherever
Yeah,
it is.
get your-
Cuando llegues al.
Walk to Pleasant Grove.
All right, Andrea.
Get you a coffee.
What is it?
Give me a coffee on the way there. And then on the way back to Finn.
225.
225 even?
I think we weigh the same. Actually, I don't know. That's not good.
Luis?
Taller than me.
Oh, shit.
So then, what's another place here nearby that you do aquí tus pop-ups?
Well, we partner with Canales Furniture, so we go to a lot of their locations.
Oh, really?
The one that we went to here in Mesquite.
Say hello, Luis.
In here in Mesquite.
I don't think they've ever seen him on
That
camera.
is Superman.
It's not Superman.
You broke it.
Yeah.
Andrea?
No, you're not.
There's no way.
I don't think
Still
you're-
working.
He's
It's
not
working.
on
Hey,
it.
hey, también, it's after
Scooter-
it's
Scooter's
at the
working.
night, ya comí, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then ahorita I'm gonna go get a snack.
Check the batteries on it. Adrian might have broke it.
Ay. And so, I don't know. I really don't feel like this is actually.
228.4.
228.4. You like
So wait,
you're
why
like
did-
6 inches
what-
taller than Adrian. How are you all the same weight?
how did that go up?
Okay.
Fat ass.
So, is it
I also want an extra large.
an extra large? No. When can we start buying merch?
I also want.
Well, I was saying like we wanted to launch one, but that was a misprint, so we're still working on it.
Okay. So when that,
I don't think you're standing on it right.
I feel like you were leaning on it.
Wait,
But
what
it's
was
fine.
his?
199.
Your heel was off of it.
But we're gonna get a. Yeah, I saw that shirt.
Well, sad guys, I'm not part of this challenge, so. Y'all will never know my weight. No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, so I think we got challenged today by him, and so they wanted to do it. That you're gonna lose to me, because I don't do
You have
much
like
at work,
5
so
pounds to lose.
I don't do what.
You only
Well,
have
but
like 5
it's
pounds to lose.
it's who lost the most, right? It's not who like
we're gonna
quits the
do.
less.
Yeah.
We're gonna do percentage.
No. He said pounds. So
I did.
Who did?
you've got an advantage in this one.
Well, yeah, but who did? Who said that?
Luis.
I did.
Okay.
And
Just
everyone
3
agreed.
pounds, 2 months, starting today. So July, what's today? July 8th?
¿Es el 8?
Wow.
July?
It's
So
hot.
July 8th.
Nice.
Let's just
hot
call it
that
July 4th.
summer.
4th of July.
Hot boy summer.
4th of July, before we get
I
together
think we're
here.
late. I think we're really late on that one.
George,
Huh?
4th of July, right here. We'll weigh in and then we'll get fucking hammered and eat a lot of bad
Oh my
We're
god.
gonna
that's
show up to
cool.
her pop up.
That's it.
shit. Yeah.
At the
July
pub.
4th.
You won't recognize us in 2 months.
Just gonna say.
Well.
She won't recognize.
I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna be like, give me a small.
You guys are gonna be like, do you have any sugar-free
No
vanilla?
sugar. Get any vegan
And I'm just
coffee?
gonna be
Can I
like,
get a celery stick to go with
Can I
my
get some,
coffee?
Yeah.
vegan pancakes?
yeah, you're gonna say like, do you have oatmeal pancakes? And I'll be like, Pan de semita. Oh my god, have you guys ever had that? De semitas.
Semitas are my favorite because they're not
Yeah.
sweet. I don't
They're
like
not
sweet stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Semita with coffee? Oh, dude, that's like the best.
So did my husband make your tres leches? Because my husband makes them sweet, even though they're not supposed to be as sweet.
I don't think so.
What do you
I don't
say
think so,
that?
but I don't know. I wasn't
you,
watching
you
it
got
with
the
my
secret
friends.
menu.
Yeah, so we have a set rule, obviously our menu. It's
And then
like,
he's like, fuck.
there's many there's many
Hey, you want that
these
secret
many
shit.
pumps go in the drink every single time
Yeah.
for everybody, right? But my husband, he just likes to add an extra pump. He just likes to. I don't know what it is about him. And people come and say like, "Hey, like, could your husband make my drink?" And I already know like he makes them sweeter for him for that.
Wow.
They go specific.
He's got fans.
So there's this
Yeah.
one hospital that I'm working at right now, and they have actually the first project I did that was building out their Starbucks cafe.
Yeah.
So it's open now. So when I go over there, I stop there in the morning as I'm walking in, and I order the white chocolate mocha. And there's one lady there. Every time she makes it, she's like, "You want that extra shot?" Fuck yeah! It tastes so much better. It takes the sweetness out of it, and I get that kick.
Yeah.
How many shots are you getting?
I don't know. I don't know how many other the original one, but I'm getting an extra one.
What do you have?
Is it a venti or?
It's a grande. I have some.
Isn't it like 2 shots?
So,
I don't know.
yeah, grande is 2 shots.
Yeah, so I'm having 3.
Is there an amount of shots of like that you can have in your coffee that?
Infinite.
We're not supposed to give. Well, at Starbucks, we weren't supposed to give you anything more than 8 shots. That's for sure.
Damn. That's
Tell me
the
there's not
limit.
people asking for that.
So I had a guy that lived in the neighborhood, and he used to come every morning, and he was like a tech, like he was like a coding guy or something. I don't know. I can't remember what his name was, but he was super cool. I think his name was Michael.
Trevor.
I think it was Michael.
Really?
That could also.
Yeah, I don't know, but he was super cool, and he'd always get an Americano with 8 shots.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
That's
And that was because
That
of
man's
the limit.
heart is done.
Shaking the whole time.
That man's heart's about to retire. Like,
No, I know I would die if
Check
I
out.
took that, but I feel like I need to try it. 8 shots.
No, that-
Can we record it?
What's your? Do you have a
oh
minimum?
yeah, let's
we.
record.
Yeah,
We
need
also
it.
had this other drink on our menu back then, but we took it off the menu because it wasn't selling as much. It was, which was amazing. I just feel like people were intimidated to try it. It was Coke with espresso shot.
Oh no. Yeah.
Like
so
Coca-Cola.
So if you
Oh yeah, Coca-Cola. Yeah.
So you have to explain it.
Perdón.
Colombia.
a couple years ago, I started seeing billboards in Mexico City that was like Coca-Cola with cafe, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. But
That's a
apparently
Ricky
it's thing.
Rocket.
Yeah, it's actually really freaking good. It's amazing. I loved
When
it.
we were in,
Could that be a secret menu?
remember when
Yeah.
I told you I joined the Navy, but I didn't join the Navy?
Yes, we.
So I went through boot camp, right?
Yeah.
And when you go through boot camp in the Navy, you have to do a service week.
Okay.
Where you're like, wherever they decide you're going to fucking serve, you go serve that week. So we were serving in the galley, the cafeteria. So we would get up, we get a couple hours of sleep, get up and go make all the breakfast and all whatever for everybody else. So you're up all day, marching, doing whatever the fuck it is you do. I don't remember boot camp, most of it. You need something to keep you going. So we would get coffee and Coke and coffee and like everything the most caffeine we could fucking do. And we call them Ricky Rockets.
Ricky Rockets.
Ricky Rocket.
So you
Recruit.
would. But
Ricky was like recruit.
So is it like? Now I'm probably wrong, but is it like you get both of them and then you go?
No.
No,
in the same
it's
cup.
In the same cup.
That's is that?
It's just a fucking caffeine. Like I have to stay
So
up.
how would you
I
do
have
it?
to stay up.
So you poured the Coke y luego you put coffee in it, like a little drop.
You'd go to the coffee machine
or
and
the
you'd
coffee
go like,
and the Coke.
yeah.
Either way.
And then you go to the Coke machine and you
Is that
half and
really
half,
illegal?
Well, the way that we did it in our menu, because obviously, like when you first pour out the shot, it's gonna be hot, right? So the way that I would do it is I would shake it with ice, the espresso with ice, and then it would get cold, and then I just pour a Coke over it, and it'd be freaking amazing. Just nobody would order it because everybody was intimidated.
ours
by
was
it.
disgusting.
Oh, okay.
They did the
Yeah.
job.
But so yours was good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I loved it, but
Coke?
nadie lo quería ordenar.
So at the pop-ups, do you still have Coke with you?
No, I mean I have Coke. We have Coke.
she's got her dealer.
We have Coke.
She's got a dealer. On the side.
I mean, there's like a guy that lives like down the street from. No, just kidding. I'm kidding.
Got
I'm
it.
kidding. You can always show up.
We'll talk after the show.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, but I mean, like sometimes we are with other vendors and then they'll have Coke. So the times that they have ordered it, I'll just get a Coke from the guy que sells mariscos. I'll be like, ¿me vendes una coca? And
okay.
that's it.
I really want to try it.
Yeah, you should.
All right, last call. We're good on time. What else you got?
No. I guess your regular days are just like in Pleasant Grove, ¿verdad?
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. I'm in Oak Cliff.
I was about to say, give us your schedule.
Like for the people.
Yeah. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays I'm in Pleasant Grove, and then Mondays I'm off, and then Wednesday. Oh wait, what?
So don't bother.
So wait, hold on. Mondays I'm off. Tuesday,
Monday
Wednesdays
she
I'm in
does
Pleasant Grove.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'll get my wisdom tooth removed. Because it happened. The last one I got it all too.
On a Monday?
On your,
Because it's
on
my only
your-
day off.
On your handles, you put your schedule, right?
Yeah, we put our
So-
schedule. Yeah.
What is that? Instagram? What is it?
Yeah, on Instagram. So it's on Instagram is the Cafecito because Cafecito was already taken when we made Instagram. So it's the Cafecito, and then on TikTok it's Cafecito, Twitter Cafecito.
Cool.
Cool.
Cafecito, thank you.
Shout out.
Okay, so what do you guys think? Okay, let's say I'm thinking of doing a limit of drinks for these events
Okay.
Per customer?
per customer.
No.
Well, because let me tell you why.
What's his name comes over and he wants to buy 8 drinks?
Well,
Henry.
he did come over. But he was one of our last customers. Henry only got to take 2 drinks. So I was telling my husband, I was like, it's not fair. Well, I feel like it wasn't fair for the people that waited in line and we weren't able
They
to
should have
serve
shown
them.
up on time.
No, everyone showed up in time though. Like that's the thing.
Oh, you have a long
we
line.
already had a line before we were even open.
Sounds like you just need to bring more product.
True, but
So-
I mean, at that day we had served I think like 350 coffees,
Hey.
and I'm like, dude, like I can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're overworking ourselves. We're like, this is a lot. And
I see.
I
So
feel
then I
like
was
if
thinking
you
that-
bring a limited amount, you sell out, you have people wanting to come back and get it again. So
True.
they're like, oh, I didn't get today. It must be that good. Let me try to come back another time.
So you're thinking about just limiting it to 2?
Well, no, I was thinking of limiting like 4 drinks per customer. That's a good amount if you're
yeah.
taking extra for your friends, right? Like I think that's
Actually, yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah,
Per customer, yes.
because we had somebody order.
What, 16?
No, we had somebody order 10 that day, and it was just one person. And I
They're,
was just
they're,
like,
not, they're not going to drink them all themselves.
I
don't know
understand
that.
that, but I'm like, okay, if I would have served you 4, I would have had extra 6 to serve someone else.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Or like, is that like not a thing? Because if that's not a thing, then I just won't do it. But
No, because you
no,
like
I don't want you guys to agree with me. I want you guys to
No,
tell me the
no,
truth.
I'm
You know
thinking
what I'm
about
saying?
it from a business standpoint. Do I want, because
I say
if
leave
I
them
was
wanting
there
more.
in line and I've got 10 people with me, I want to be able to order for all 10
But
people.
what if
you know
it's
what I mean?
Right. Well, if you
Well,
have,
no, but all 10 of them are there with you, then that's fine.
yeah, then they
If,
can all order.
if you have one person ordering 10
That's
drinks that
10
they're going to
orders,
take
though.
them,
It slows down the line.
I feel like it makes it faster because you're calling names faster, and people are like, okay, you know, they're going back.
It makes
later.
it seem faster.
Yeah.
It makes it seem faster, yeah.
But it's not faster. Because if I
What
go
if-
up and I say,
No, it's not
let me get
faster.
10 of these, you're making 10 of those. And if you got like, all right, let me get one of these. And then you process it and then you start making it. And then next, let me get one of these. That takes longer.
I think you just take more product
No, but
Yeah.
because
Take as
that-
much as you can, obviously. You can't take that many.
Because that one person could be somebody that's a fan, and then he's like, man, I'm gonna, does anybody want a coffee?
I'm buying coffee
I'm
for
buying
everybody.
coffee. Nobody knows about your place. Maybe he
Yeah.
mentioned it or whatever. Now you got out of those 10, 6 new.
And he's like,
guys are
no,
gonna be
I don't
like-
want one. I'm like, I don't want one. Fuck you. I'm buying you one anyway.
Yeah,
You know,
or
like,
I'm buying coffee for everybody.
there's a lot of ways to look at
Now
it. Like,
those guys are going to
right.
be there buying 5 more coffees for therapy. I don't know.
I-
More
Yeah,
product,
because
I think.
I had someone say like, well, we were in line, and I was like, I understand. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like she was like, well, we had been in line, and I was like, oh, I understand. But
you
then
know, it
she
sucks.
was like,
that part sucks.
yeah, that part sucks. And she was like, well, my little girl, like she won, and I was just like, I understand. You know what I'm saying? So
she
it was
played that
like, it
card.
was kind of like,
That little girl, but her dad just died, and all she wanted was coffee. Like, there's no end to it, right? So,
yeah, I don't know.
feel
So
like
it
it's
was
just-
kind of like sad, but then, okay, so then also my sister-in-law had went to the Taylor Swift like merch drop or something
Yeah.
before the Taylor Swift concert. And she was mad because they were like, we were in line for 2 hours. She was like, and somebody in front of us
Bought the last one.
a bunch of like T-shirts, and they should have limited how many amount of T-shirts she could buy because she was just doing it for resale. Obviously, our coffee, no one is reselling them, right? But
Yeah, that's true.
I was just thinking,
yeah.
like,
Good point. I'm going to go buy 20 and just resell them.
but you know what I'm saying?
What would,
Yeah,
what
no
would make you
one's
stop?
reselling.
If someone comes and tells you, I want 20 drinks, but you still make them, or be like, hey, we have a limit?
See, that's the thing too. I was thinking also because I was like, it's not fair for somebody. Let's say you're ordering 10 drinks, right? And you're behind him and you only have 1 drink. You're gonna have to wait for his 10 drinks to be made,
Yeah.
and that's a long way for you. So I was also thinking we could possibly do like separate. Like now we have 2
Lanes?
stations. No, like well, now we have 2 stations. So I was saying like my husband could be making the ones that are 3 drinks and less
Yeah.
to get them out faster.
Oh, like an
and
express
if
line.
if you're 10 people, no, I mean you're still gonna be in line to order, but
Say.
to get them faster. If you're 10 people, since I'm like really fast, I'll make those 10 for you. It's gonna be a wait though. You're gonna have that expectation. I'm
Yeah.
ordering 10 drinks. I'm gonna wait.
right.
Yeah, you're right. No, I see what
Yeah,
you're
that's
saying.
right.
Yeah.
That works.
Totally. That's a good idea.
That's
But
That
what
is a
you
good
should do.
idea. Because that's what I think about when I groceries, express line versus a long line.
Pero that means my línea though, or what or not? What do you?
I would say 2 different lines.
Because you would have to ask, right? You'd
I
be-
would say
You have
no,
to-
same line.
The line doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
Or start.
Same
I think
line.
it's
just
the
a
line.
station.
It's just
yeah.
like when you go to a restaurant, you order like a shrimp cocktail, and then somebody else orders something that takes a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, this person's gonna get a shrimp cocktail
Before you, yeah.
you know,
like-
whatever that
Like when you
was.
sit down in a restaurant,
Yeah.
your chicken nuggets come out first before the burger.
A
Which
restaurant. That's a
restaurant?
restaurant.
I'm just
What
making up a
restaurant are you
restaurant.
talking about?
What restaurant are you going to ordering chicken nuggets and a
¿Cómo se llama?
burger?
¿Cómo se llama ese lugar?
McDonald's.
No, espérate.
We were about to say Pluckers, but
No, Big Shucks. Big Shucks.
Big Shucks.
go there and
You
order
go
chicken
get
nuggets?
Chicken nuggets?
The chicken tenders, not the nuggets.
I can hear the judgment.
Mira, look,
Okay.
espérate. Hold on.
Well, so does she.
That was another question. I was like, what the heck? Like, do you guys go to restaurants and like order like basic burgers? Because that's what my husband does.
No.
We'll go to like a really nice restaurant and it's like, you know, I'm coming here because it's on TikTok and like we saw this like plate and stuff. And my husband's like, well, I'll just have the burger.
I don't. Oh,
No.
no, stop. Is it bad?
Well, I mean,
Yes. Why?
I get all the extras. I get whatever they're known for. I'm gonna add all that.
If it's
Okay.
if it's a fish place, obviously I don't like fish, so I'm not gonna eat anything like that. But it depends. I mean, like for example, Boomer Jacks. I'll just go get their wings. I don't. Yeah, they're little boneless chicken nuggets, you know. But I'm not. I don't know. I'm not very extra with my stuff. That's all I'm saying.
All right, we're at 2 hours. I'm
Holy
gonna
shit.
end it like this. We went to Mexico City, and George went to Burger King. All right.
What?
No set.
That's it.
Espérate.
No, we're done. We're done.
Ready.
We're done. We're done. We're done.
And that's
I
it.
don't
Brittany,
think,
thank
I
you
don't
for
think
joining
there's an
us.
explanation
Thank
for
you for
that.
joining us.
Cafecito. Go follow Cafecito. And hit the pop-ups.
You went to a couple of places that you should have no business going to.